This warmer weather means you've checked the barbecue, you've checked the pool, but when's the last time you checked your roof? Chris McGimsie is here to make sure your home is in tip-top shape for the season. Chris, why should we get into the habit of inspecting our homes in the summer?
Well, we should get in the habits of inspecting our homes every summer because winters wreak havocs on our homes. The constant thawing and freezing, the expansion and contraction is really hard on a lot of the exterior membranes of our house. So we want to get in the habit of checking it every year. Now, some of these jobs you don't have to necessarily do every year. Some of them can be every other year, but I would say get in the habit of as soon as the snow melts, get out there and start looking at jobs. And I like to do a top-down approach. I like to get up the highest point first, start with the roof, and work our way down.
Okay, so that answers my question where we should start. We're starting at the roof.
We're starting at the roof, yes. So if you're not comfortable getting up on the roof, hire a professional. Only work at heights that you're comfortable with. If you are comfortable with the ladder, get up there, have a look. Again, roofs can be looked at every other year. Asphalt shingles last between 20 and 25 years. Warranty. Flat roofs are between 5 and 10. So have a look at what type of shingles or roofing membrane you have, and then get up there and have a look. If there's any loose shingles that need to be replaced, don't be afraid to glue a new one in there. Look around all the vent caps, any vent pipes, and if you have to apply a little more roofing sealant around that, now's a good time to do that because the expansion, the contraction, you can see where a lot of it is blistered and kind of lifted. And I would also recommend too, this is a great time of year to get on the roof because it's not really hot yet. You don't want to be going on your roof in June or July, so do it before it gets too hot.
Absolutely, and definitely take that advice. Get help if you don't want to be up there. So we've checked the roof.
Totally.
What is the next thing we should be doing?
Okay, so still working at the heights, I would say the next thing to check is going to be your gutters and your eaves troughs. Odds are all the leaves and keys did not fall off the tree in the fall, so now's a good time to go back up there. I like to take a leaf blower or a garden hose or even both and just blow out, clean out all those leaves, because if you don't get to it now, you'd be surprised when we get those crazy summer showers and you see the water cascading over the eaves troughs. You want really nice, clean eaves troughs.
Yeah, if you're anything like our house, you could have a whole family of squirrels living up there, so you need to have someone come and check it out. Okay, so we've done the eaves troughs, we've done the gutters. What's the next thing we should be doing, Chris?
Okay, so we're going to talk about critters, banishing critters. There's absolutely nothing worse than being in your backyard on a nice July or August afternoon or evening. You're having dinner and you're just swarmed with wasps. How annoying is that to try to eat dinner outside and there's wasps everywhere? Well, now's a really good time to go up, take a look. I like to look at all the gables, all the high points, the corners of the roof, because you can see the start of some little wasp nest. Now's the time of year where a lot of these critters are dormant. It's a really good time to kill them. I kind of enjoy getting rid of wasp nests. If you're not, again, hire a professional. You can use a can of bug bomb or you can use a garden hose just to spray and knock them down. Now's a really good time to do it because they're dormant and you won't get stung. A lot of other animals and bugs and critters, they haven't had their young yet. So now's a good time to get rid of all those little critters, get rid of squirrels, raccoons. Look for, I like to say, golf ball size or tennis ball size holes in the eaves troughs, because those are where the critters are going to get in your roofs and in your eaves troughs. Squirrels in the roofs, raccoons are super destructive. And one other thing I'd like to finalize is get your garbage cans under control. Most municipalities have garbage collection systems, bins that are issued by the city, and if you're like me and we live downtown, raccoons are a nuisance. So if you don't get your garbage bins under control, you're going to have animals going through your trash. So make sure the bins are locked tight and some type of corral to kind of keep them organized.
Oh yeah, and you got to stay ahead of them because they will figure out a way to open that bin. And I love that you love
100%.
getting rid of wasps' nests. I mean, nests. This is a whole new layer of Chris.
I'm the guy on the street. People come over, they knock on my door, they say, we got this wasp nest we can't get rid of. I was the kid that liked throwing rocks at the wasp nest. Now you can see before the leaves have blossomed, you can see the wasp nest in the trees, right?
Yeah.
So I was that kid that loved to throw a rock at the wasp nest just to kind of that chaos. So there's a wasp nest to be killed within reason. I'm the guy.
Call Chris. Wet weather can pose huge problems. So how do we combat that?
As a homeowner, water is by far the most destructive thing, I would say, next to fire. Water will literally get in everywhere. So what I like to do is, we're done on the top, we're walking on the ground level now. I like to walk around the perimeter of my house just to get a sense of where the earth or the the driveway meets the exterior of the foundation. Those little cracks there is where water can get in. It can permeate your basement. And then, you know, you have mold in your basement or wet baseboards. Another really good thing to look for is to ensure that all your downpipes are fully connected and it's flushing the water away from the home. If you have a downpipe that doesn't have an extension on it, literally you're just pouring water right into your basement. So be careful, walk around. You do not want water in your basement any time of year.
Lastly, I hear you have a recommendation for a finishing touch.
Right. Who does not love painting, right? Exterior painting is also a little easier than interior painting. You know, nothing beats a fresh coat of paint on the house. Now's a really great time of year. We have such a small window to do this. We basically have from now until September to get these jobs done. I would say call a friend, get your partner out there and just get it done, because believe me, when it's all said and done with, you look at that staining or painting job that you've put off. Believe me, I've had painting jobs I've been putting off for 2 years. When it's done, you'll look back and you'll thank me later that it's finally done.
Okay, I don't love the painting, but I like how it looks after it's done being painted.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
Get
Great
the kids
list.
out there, Trace. Get the kids. Do it.
Great tips.